Ladies, gentlemen, non-binaries, your prince is here. We're gonna get started with more Bleach, Rebirth of Souls today, and the Rickroll is here just in time. The Rickroll's here just in time, Spoka, just in time. We're back again with more Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I already got the game booted up and running. Also, if I wasn't, if I wasn't being active on Twitter recently, is because I've been trying out, I lost my train of thought. I actually lost the train. I missed the train. I already got the game booted up, so we can get going. Sorry. I was about to say I got myself lost in playing Oblivion Remastered, trying to figure out what the hell to do, explore the area, do some side missions, join the Mages Guild, get some more spells, get some more money. Anyways, you were saying why you weren't on Twitter. That's what I was just saying. Alright, let's see. This is complete. The Visored have arrived. Let's see. We have a Fearful Heart. We have at Age's End. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We have. All right. So let's see. This time we have Sajin. This time we have. Taste start by Shinsui. Oh boy. Let's see. Left or right? Let's go with up. Let's go with up. Yes. Well, I wasn't active on Twitter. Weren't on Twitter. Oh yeah, that's right. She doesn't have an arm. Her left arm.
It's very nice to see you again, Soy Phone.
Wait, you two know each other? If that's the case, why didn't you tell me?
It was on a need-to-know basis.
No clue. Never seen him before.
Ah.
I had a sneaking suspicion that you might say that. You know, your opinion about us is quite clear. We know you don't think very highly of us.
Obviously.
I was observing your earlier battle. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I
get to the point.
Released his aging energy against your Bankai.
Again, this not Ainz is right there.
Was to project it far in front of him, and it also directed its blast away from him. I will make sure that I seal him in. In that instant, fire off your Bankai at a close enough distance that his power won't be able to protect him from it.
So you too, huh? All you people know about my Bankai? That pig.
Oh boy. He knows. He's smart.
You don't really want to aid anyone who's associated with Mr. Urahara. Very well. I'm listening. So go ahead and give me your terms.
I don't care what
my God,
might be, or what exactly you're able to do. When it comes to my power, you're all equally helpless to stand against it. Well,
jeez.
You too can perish and become a skeleton.
Ainz already did that. What's your point? Again, this guy, Baragon, is not Ainz. But he does look like him. Looks similar, at least.
Dragon Tail Castlegate, Tiger Bite Castlegate.
What the hell?
Double Armor Castlegate, Phoenix Wings Castlegate.
A turntable?
Shiju Simon.
What the?
Comical. I rule over aging. Buying time against me is an action equivalent to spitting on a
He made a
god.
box, obviously, yes.
That force field isn't actually intended to contain you.
It's not meant for containment.
You worms.
Swear no Kisuke Urahara in your force field for a month starting tomorrow.
Ah, for a month, huh?
Do it.
Okay, she finally fires a missile launcher inside of the box. She doesn't want to receive Urahara's help. Whoa! What a blast.
Captain!
Usually, my limit for Jakuhurai Koben is only once every 3 days. I've had to fire it twice. Twice in just 1 day. You'll pay for that.
Yes, of course.
Now what?
Unforgivable.
Oh, come on, seriously?
Unforgivable. I'm badly injured. I've been gravely mistreated. You ants aren't going to get away with this. Repent for the insolence that you've shown by disobeying the Great One and turn to dust.
Oh boy, not good.
Can't be. Is he immortal?
Considering he can control age.
It's futile. You must know your place. Respect me. I am the great Emperor Baragan Ruizenban. I am the god of Hueco Mundo.
Oh no, Hachi!
Soul Reapers and humans and hollows and Arrancars. Their differences and quarrels, will and freedom, birds and beasts, plants, the moon and stars and the sun, all of them are insignificantly small.
Louise Martins, I am Bleach episode 129. Whoa, you're that far ahead. Good job.
In this world, everything else is meaningless. The rest of existence shrinks to complete insignificance in the face of it. To be subordinate to my supreme power is simply how the world is supposed to be arranged. It's the only proper and legitimate order of all existence. There can be no equality, not when it's between opposing powers. Look, gaze into these eyes of mine, and see the truth. To me, your lives are insignificant.
Oh my god.
They are exactly the same as those of ants.
Huh?
What's this? What's happened to your arm? What are you trying to do?
I bestowed it upon you.
Upon?
What?
What the?
What is this?
Did he pull an Uno reverse card on him?
What you told us. I mean, the part about wielding absolute power in this world.
Ah!
You went so far as to sever your own arm? You use your force field to cut it off and then send it inside
It says
me?
it, not if. Not cut it, not cut
yours
if
is
off.
the one absolute power, then that means not even you would be able to withstand it.
Man, he pulled a really...
You will
Yes,
pay.
he did a good job pulling a reverse Uno card.
You ants! All of you ants will pay!
In the Soul Society, there are no gods. That is, except for the Soul Reapers. You see, that's the reason why we aren't really able to fathom the meaning of your words. Please forgive our impiety, God of Hueco Mundo.
Whoa.
I thought that it was all rather strange. Anyone that his power touched began to age, decayed, and turned to dust. So, in light of that, just how did he, a skeleton, avoid turning into dust himself?
A hilarious case of irony there.
In short, I developed a hypothesis. I came up with the theory that he must have a different power, covering the surface of his body, that repelled his own power and prevented it from acting upon himself. And then I thought, if that was the case, what would happen if I were to somehow insert something that contained his own power inside his body?
Ah.
It seems, in the end, my hunch was correct. He too was just another one of the universe's many small creatures, fearing death and striving to stave off old age to prevent its arrival.
How ironic. Very much ironic. Another case of irony is that apparently Soifan was the one to deal the final blow, seemingly, but it was Hachi who finished him off. Man, the Soul Reapers and Visors becoming even more creative day by day. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see how this functions, because this one's about Stark now.
Number 2 died and he didn't even say a single word. How disappointing.
Hachi was on drugs. Will he become Hihachi in Ghost of the Shell? I don't know. I mean, Hihachi in Ghost of the Shell? Now that's an anime that I haven't heard in quite some time now. Hihachi in Ghost of the Shell. What the? Yeah, I have no idea what you mean by Hihachi, so I just... Hi, Hachi. Not he. No idea what you mean by Hihachi. I looked it up, nothing much. Anyways, moving on.
But getting revenge isn't really my style.
He thinks it's not worth it. High on drugs. Ah.
You're leaving yourself open to attacks. Does a guy like you get rattled after losing allies?
Stark! Hey, Stark! What do you think you're doing? Aren't you gonna get revenge? Just look at you!
Didn't I say it wasn't my style? Forget it. Lord Eisen has no intention of helping us out. These guys are tough. I don't care anymore. Somebody's gonna die if we keep
he
fighting
just doesn't
like
care.
this. So let's just go home and take a nap.
Just wants to go.
Come on, Stark! Are you totally crazy? You're the Primera! Start acting like it!
Number 1.
Stop trying to look all cool and go do something already! Why do you think Lord Eisen did it, huh? Why do you suppose he gave you that number? He believes in you. Why else would he do it? If you don't want to see any more of us die, then you gotta get out there and fight!
What's it gonna be?
I guess you're right.
He doesn't want
Let's
to,
go,
but he's going to.
Stark.
He doesn't want to, but he's going to. Stark may be demotivated, but he's still a number 1. Yep. You know, considering that's Stark's position as number 1, considering his position as number 1, I don't know why, but it he kind of reminds me of V1 Freud from Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Yeah, from Armored Core 6. Yeah, I remember playing in Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Freud is the first Vesper. He's basically just someone who's looking for a fight, no desire for fame or riches, nor desire to fight for a higher cause. You know, it's kind of like similar like how Baragon and Snail are basically technically the ones leading or seemingly leading, but in actuality the number ones like Stark and Freud are the ones rising on top. I don't know why, it just kind of reminds me of that. And we're back to controlling Shunsui again. The laid back and chill Soul Reaper.
Oh, I see. Such occasions are special because of how rare they are. Play some kids games with me. Win and you live. Lose and you die. It's selfish that way. So, let's play to the death, shall we? Hey, let's do that
Whoa.
again. So who is it? It's my turn. Take that. We're just getting
What the? You...
I wasn't hiding anything at all.
Let the contest
My
begin.
Captain Kyokotsu just wasn't up to it earlier. That's why I get tired of playing with this child. My Katen Kyokotsu can take a child's game and actually turn it into reality. It makes all the rules. Anyone who steps inside Katen Kyokotsu's realm of spiritual pressure is forced to obey what already has been established in it, including me.
Whoa.
Out of the way.
Ah.
Very nice.
Your blood runs too hot.
So, what
Ha.
should we play today?
Ah.
How's your tag?
Seriously?
Well, ready or not. There's no going back now.
Ah. Of course. Huh. Of course.
I was hoping I could just run around until the battle was over. But I guess that's not possible now.
So who is it? I'm not in the
Come on. Woo. Let's go.
Well then, I guess we better get going. But then, the very moment that you start a war, you're both sorry. Win and you live. Lose and you die. It's selfish like that. My sword is dear to me, but I admit it's hard to be at its beck and call.
Whoa.
It's my turn. Hey, did you not play this as a kid? All right, it's on.
Ah. Woo.
That was close. We're just getting
Ah.
You have a pretty nasty power
Come on.
Did I say this is over already?
Ah. Another soul break.
Well then, I guess we better get going.
Sorry, Stark. It's
The
over.
moment that you start a war, you're both evil. You are my enemy. I'm not a fan of.
Well, target down. Why does his look like more of? Why does Shunsui's Bankai looks more like a slot machine or something? Also, Stark, no!
Sorry, Lord Eisen.
Oh no, Stark.
It seems I won't be able to repay you.
Aw, Stark. Let's see. Let's see. Following the next cutscene.
Out of my way. Step aside, Gin. I'm only here in order to seek revenge on Aizen.
Tell the truth. Do you really believe that any of us would simply get out of the way? And besides, I've always wanted to fight against you at least once, Captain Hirako.
That's enough, Gin. Let's end this.
What did you say?
What the?
Lord Aizen.
What the? He did that.
Is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. Gin, Kaname, let's go.
Seriously?
I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
What is Aizen planning? He basically turned on his fellow Espadas like that. What the hell? Talk about if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
Oh man, this isn't good.
Aizen?
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hirako.
Hiyori!
Don't even think
But
about it.
approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
That sounds like Skynet
Don't let him
talking.
get to you.
That's definitely Skynet
What
talking.
exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Ah, and you did it.
Hiyori!
Big mistake.
Well, all right then. That's one down.
No.
Hiyori! Hiyori! Hiyori!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hirako. Do you hate
boy.
me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi! Yes. I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
Of course. We need to buy time before Ichigo
You must
returns.
really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
How could reliance be a product of
That's
cowardice?
funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly.
That's true with leadership.
And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hirako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword.
Oh man.
You certainly
Keyword
took
that
your
makes it
time.
wrong. Blindly. Yes.
You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken.
Huh. A backup plan.
Collapse, Sakanade.
And we're gonna be controlling a Shinji this time. There's his awakening. Let's see. Huh. Once again, it's going to be pretty difficult for me to fight as Shinji this time.
It's an interestingly shaped sword.
Nice, isn't it? You can't borrow it.
But I don't feel any change taking place now.
Ha!
Didn't you say it takes over and redirects the senses?
What are you talking about? The change is already in effect now. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, it's coming. I'm gonna get you. Resist this.
All right.
Here you go. Apologies. I won't hold back, so...
This is trivial with strength such as mine. How will you stop?
Missed.
Like this. You're so close. Like this. This is the heart. It has been 101 years, Aizen.
All right.
I've been waiting. It's been ages, and now it's payback time. I'd always been wary of you ever since the first time that we met. Maybe that's why. Maybe
I
that's
beat an Aizen, but I don't think the story will allow me to keep it that way. Just yet.
It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your
Wait,
sight
where's the
and
BA and
orientation
start?
of your wound
You fucked up the
become
Konami
reversed.
code.
Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really
Dude, you
believe that
fucked
you'll
up
be
the
able to fight
Konami
while
code. You
adjusting
don't
all
do
those
that.
variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that
He
you
wasn't
fought
going
more.
for Konami.
And the more battle
True.
experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex.
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hirako.
It's up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. All right, now we fight. Now we do the other half of the same story. Now let's go to the other half of the same story.
It's the opposite. of the time before.
Double BA on some games for bonuses. Guy.
I knew this would happen. I knew that one day we would eventually cross swords. And I was certain that when we did, it would be a fight to the death. Ready?
I'm sorry, Captain Komamura. Please, I beg you,
Shuhei?
let me join in on this fight.
Shuhei!
Oh, so we don't get to play as Sajin this time, but we get to play as Shuhei. That's fine, because Shuhei has good range on his attacks.
It's been a while, Captain Tosin.
Ah,
I've come here to thank you.
You've grown wise. Or are you being sarcastic?
Are your wounds healed? Why bother asking? It's obvious. He's still struggling with injuries.
I'm grateful. Thank you for all your teachings. With everything I've been fortunate enough to learn from you, I will open your eyes and pull you back to the Soul Society.
Open my eyes. You open my eyes. You haven't changed. Shuhei, I thought I told you that those who don't know fear have no right whatsoever to fight. You haven't changed at all. Not a bit. Even in those words of yours, there wasn't a hint of fear lurking in them. Don't get smart.
whew.
Don't get smart.
Whew. All right.
Souls. Guard up. I'm coming. Goodbye.
Impressive. Most impressive.
I'm surprised Lord Aizen is on the front line himself. If Lord Aizen is standing up, then we must face off against each other with our true powers.
You mean Bankai? There's nothing I'd like more. I too am...
Bankai?
This isn't a carbon freeze unit. Ah.
Lord Aizen has blessed me. He's given me a power that's far greater than any mere Bankai could hope to be.
Kaname, don't tell me you'd...
Of course, his blinding attack.
Kaname.
Of course. It's his blinding attack. Wait, what? Holification? That's different.
Kaname, don't tell me you'd...
Captain. Is that holification? Captain Tosin?
Whoa. This is his hollow form.
You've fallen so far, Kaname. What?
Oh no.
What is this power?
It's such a funny thing. That half-Soul Reaper boy you people consider to be your friend. He possesses the ability to holify too. So why is it that you despise me, when all that I've done is acquire the same power?
Because Ichigo Kurosaki had no choice in the matter at all. But
That's
you
right.
did. You chose of your own free will to stray from the path you've been on, despite having remarkable skills as a Soul Reaper. What you did was depraved, Tosin.
Depraved? In what way is a Soul Reaper becoming more like a hollow depraved? that's a simplistic judgment from one who sees all hollows as bad and all soul reapers as good.
No! What I mean when I say depraved is your betrayal of your comrades and friends. All just in order to gain excessive power. That's what's depraved.
See, Sanjin got the right idea.
Captain Tosin, but why?
We're back to controlling Shuhei again.
Open your eyes, Captain Tosin. You are...
Shuhei, you understand nothing at all. My eyes are open. They're open to the path of justice. I told you, the path that I walked
The
down
costume
was
is definitely...
justice.
Oh.
If you would hinder that path, I will consider you an evil that must be removed.
The costume is effectively a suit in white instead of the usual black.
You aren't Captain Tosin. Not anymore.
Hey. All right. Let's go.
Wrong way. This is the end.
I didn't attack with enough force. Seems I'm still too soft.
No. I managed to dodge it by half a step. Once you've drawn your sword, always position yourself to be able to sidestep any attack. Captain Tosin, you taught me that yourself. I won't let you hide.
Agreed.
I'm still too soft.
Whew.
It's obvious they took your souls. Wrong way. This is the end.
Wasn't supposed to feel her.
Damn. Once again, Shuhei has got good range. This is the past.
What's wrong, Shuhei? Why have you called me out here? Just what do you want to talk to me about?
Captain Tosin, please dismiss me as a seat officer.
That's what you wanted to ask me? If this is about your mistake in yesterday's drill, don't worry. It happens to everyone in the beginning.
No, not a mistake. Nor was it carelessness that made me hesitate. I was scared. You see, my right eye was wounded when I went to the world of the living for a drill. And now, ever since then, whenever I draw my sword or face an enemy, I always take a half step back emotionally. Captain Tosin, I confess that I'm afraid to fight. Back then, on that day, you told me that was why I should remain a seat officer.
Of course.
You told me that power is not the most important thing for a warrior. It's the fear of battle. It's because we know the fear of battle that we are able to grasp our swords and fight for those who also fear battle.
Oh, you will
Those
be.
who don't
You
fear
will
the
be.
very sword they hold are not worthy of holding one. If you're really afraid of fighting, if the thought of battle fills you with dread, you've already acquired something that's positively invaluable to a warrior. But now, I don't understand, Captain Tosin. Those were your words. Why did you throw everything away for the sake of power? What is it? Tell me. What is it that you fear now?
Yoda, you are not. For the Force is... Whoa.
Captain Tosin.
I do fear something. I've had the same fear for 100 years. The fear of assimilating and dying as a Soul Reaper.
A Soul Reaper? Yoda, you are not. For the Force is his ally, and a mighty ally it is, Zola. Afraid of being a soul reaper, of assimilating as a soul reaper. That's Kaname Tozen's fear. Now we get to play as Sajin this time. Let's see. Great Strain allows him to inflict major damage. His Tenkin can be used from various distances, and tremendous power of his awakened state can pulverize opponents. Tenkin attacks his opponent with a huge sword and can be used at any range, making it for low mobility. His awakened state boasts incredible reach and offensive strength, turning the tide in your favor. However, his ability decreases after Bankai ends, so proper timing of his awakening is key. Tenkan preparation, Tenkan show, Tenkan nagi, Tenkan o. Cool. Very cool. Alright, let's begin.
Kaname, tell me this. Why did you become a Soul Reaper?
Revenge.
Revenge?
Did you ever wonder about the reasons behind it? Did you never ask why someone would join such an organization? One man murdered his dearest friend.
For so long, I thought it was about justice. All this time, I always labored under the impression that what you wanted most was to honor your friend's passion for justice.
That's exactly right. It was about justice.
So why?
Then tell me what justice is! To forgive the one who murdered a beloved friend? That would certainly be virtuous. But are they the same? Is virtue justice? No! To continue living in peace without seeking to avenge the dead is vice! This is...
Come on.
I'm still
Secret mission.
You will be slain.
Whoa. Once again.
All right. Well, it appears that I have drastically misunderstood your motives. If that's the way you really feel, I suppose that you and I were destined to collide.
So you'd kill me because we don't see eye to eye? Is that justice too, then? Don't make me laugh.
That's completely right. It is justice that we're talking about. If our convictions are irreconcilable, trying to persuade you is pointless. I have to slay you for the Soul Society. It will bring me no joy, but still, I'm glad I learned your true feelings first. Despite all of this, my heart has already forgiven you.
Already forgiven me? Is that what you said? Oh, please. Don't talk as if you're some kind of a god, Sajin. Tell me, when did I ever ask to be forgiven? If you want to kill me, then kill me if you can! See if you can still say that after you've seen my resurrection!
Resurrection.
Suzumushi Yakushiki. Gyaro.
Whoa.
I can see.
Oh god.
I can see, Sajin! I I can see! I can see! I can see! I can see! That's the sky. That's blood. And that's the world! And there, that's you, Sajin. It's worse than I thought. You're uglier than I imagined.
Seriously?
Kaname, you... Alkai! Kokuju Shinken Meyoho!
Whoa.
Los nueve aspectos.
What just happened? Weakened state.
If I'm able to wound that giant, then you'll end up being wounded as well. It's a rather inconvenient Bankai, eh, Sajin? Because of its tremendous destructive force, it probably never even entered your imagination that an enemy might survive your attack, or even strike back at you.
Ah. Ah.
At that time, I noted that there was a small untruth in your words. Several times I noticed that you mentioned the world
Whoa.
that she loved. But I also observed that you never called it the world you love. I understood. I thought, he says that because it's clear that he hates the world. I understood more than enough. No, actually it was a bit different. I was glad. Anyone who lost a loved one was bound to feel the same way. You see, I was glad that you weren't a saint, that you weren't someone who claimed to love the world even after what you'd lost. And that's the reason I decided to become a true friend to you. If you knew sadness, I would embrace it. If I knew joy, then you would share it with me. If you went astray, I would correct you. If you made a mistake, I would forgive you. When you had nowhere else to go, I would become the refuge you needed. All this so that this man who could no longer love the world might love it again.
Ah! A soul break. Ah. Ah. Not this again. Not this again. Come on, come on. No, what you're doing is pointless.
Hang on just a moment longer.
See, what you're doing is pointless.
Justice isn't something that can be expressed with words.
Forgive me, Iba. Forgive me, Shuhei. Forgive me, Kaname. But I can't do it. I can't cut him.
What the?
What?
You're not him. You're not Captain Tosin. Not anymore. The Tosin who was blind. He would have dodged an attack like this one.
Ah.
Kateshini.
Holy shit. Another did the needed cut.
Something's not right. No, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I can't see. I can't see anything. Anything. Why? 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 Sajin. Shuhei.
Don't talk. Your hollow powers are enabling you to continue to breathe, but your throat has been torn. You don't need to talk right now.
Throat? How?
Kaname, earlier, before the battle began, you said that you knew all along that we'd eventually have to cross swords. To tell you the truth, I was thinking the same thing as we fought. I suppose Shuhei was as well. Our relationship has been superficial until now. So I suppose that we were destined. One day, to cross swords and to truly get to know each other. I'm not saying not to hate me or put aside your grudge. Just don't let your hunger for revenge change who you are. Just as it was with the loss of your friend for you, to lose you now would leave me with an immense hole in my heart.
Thank you, Sajin. Shuhei, let me take a good look at your face.
Oh yeah, of course.
I can still see now.
Because of his new hollow
Thanks to the
powers.
effects of hollowification. I want to see it. I want to look at your face while I still can.
Let me look on you with my own eyes. Whoa! What the?
Captain! Captain!
Did he just explode?
Aizen!
I knew it. He exploded. He did that on purpose. Anyways, we got the unlock key. Now it's another cutscene. Ichigo's still running.
This Shikai. The only way to avoid that is to end this with one
Isaac probably
strike.
splat him with his peer pressure for being a failure. Yeah. The moment of truth.
Behind him.
Behind you.
It's been a while, Ryoka boy.
My first strike. He blocked it.
That was a nice attack, but your target was a poor one. The back of the neck is every creature's worst blind spot. Did you think that I'd ever step into battle without placing defensive measures there?
I blew it. I can't believe I did that. I was so focused on not messing up my hollification that I missed my opportunity. I should have just struck him while I was still hollified.
I bet that I can guess what you're thinking. You wasted your first strike. You should have struck me while you were hollified. One strike might have finished me if you'd done so.
You're not Joseph Joestar, you know.
Try again. Go on ahead. I'll show you your own hubris. Why are you keeping your distance? Are you frightened? Are you afraid to get too close and lose sight of any part of me? Distance really only matters when a fight is between two combatants of equal strength. Since we're talking about you and me, distance becomes irrelevant.
Let me ask you something, Ryoga boy. What are you doing this for? Why are you fighting me? Is it because you hate me? Well, you shouldn't. After all, the fact that you're here means at least one thing. Orihime Inoue is safe. Judging from the way that you look, I think it's safe to assume that none of your friends are dead. If that's all true, can you really hate me from the bottom of your heart? It's impossible. You're not filled with hatred right now. You're only swinging your sword with a sense
Dope.
of duty.
Yes. Calaminian. Dope, indeed.
I don't believe that you'll touch me like that. A fighting spirit that lacks hate is like an eagle without wings. You
Why?
can't
Why
protect
am I
anything
seeing
if you're
things
feeling like
from a
that.
Star Wars perspective?
All of your powerless friends will be little more than dead weight that's
Again,
only holding you down.
It's like you have to embrace the dark side to
Don't
defeat
let
him.
him intimidate you, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Sajin!
Not a good idea.
Taunts are his specialty. Lose yourself and you lose your life. Don't worry. I know the reason why the captains who went to Hueco Mundo decided to send you here first. I won't let you see Aizen Shikai.
We'll fight. We'll do all that we can to protect you.
Are you going to show the gameplay? I'm already doing that. I am already doing that, Calaminian. Don't worry, Calaminian. I'm already doing that. These are cutscenes. This is the actual game itself. What do you think I was doing? During a reaction video? No. This is an actual game stream, mind you. We're just watching the cutscenes. There's another cutscene followed by a match, a fight. Alright, let's see what happens next. Ah, this is good.
To protect me? What? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy! Look at you, you're all beat up!
Lol.
What's so crazy about it? I mean, to be honest, allowing you to fight alone would be even crazier.
Agreed.
I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who wouldn't appreciate you doing this single-handedly. Listen, don't try to take all this on yourself. That's arrogance. Every one of us has a stake in this battle.
That's right.
You hurled yourself at me without giving it much thought. That was terribly reckless of you, Captain Hitsugaya.
Somebody had to be the one to make the first move, and missing an opportunity to attack plays right into your hands.
Ah.
I have to commend you. After all, you didn't use Kyoka Suigetsu on your very first swing.
Allow me to commend you in turn for being wise enough not to try to attack all by yourself.
Of course.
Are you implying that we're cowardly, Captain Aizen? I correct
The game's many
myself. It
cutscenes.
sounded
Without
that
them,
way.
a great deal of plot gets
Captain
missed.
Kyoraku.
That's right.
Toshiro! Shunsui!
You have my gratitude, Ichigo Kurosaki. I believe that if you hadn't attacked Aizen right at that very moment, I would have flown at him in my profound rage, and I would have ended up being killed. So thank you.
What's the deal? Why didn't you bring Orihime back? But I suppose that you at least did come back with Unohana. So I forgive you. Let's go.
His friends are still in Hueco Mundo.
Unohana.
You can save all the pleasantries for later on. Put on your game face already. You'll only get one chance to attack him. You'll squander the opportunity like that.
Well, at least she
We're
makes
fighting to live.
she makes a good point.
And also, we're all fighting to save ourselves. To save you and everybody. To make sure we protect all of them from Aizen. So don't fall behind, Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right. What am I so afraid of? It's the Vizard and the captains.
That's right.
Believe. That's right. I can put my trust in them. Watch closely. See where this battle goes.
Aizen, earlier you said that a blade without hatred is like an eagle without wings. That a sword swung out of duty wouldn't be able to reach you. I'll tell you this since you don't seem to know. Swinging a sword for duty alone is exactly what a captain is supposed to do. To swing a sword out of hatred is nothing but barbaric violence. That isn't a battle. That's not what we'd call it. Aizen, the fact of the matter is, you simply aren't captain material.
Interesting. I confess I'm surprised to hear those words, especially coming from the captain who most likely hates me the most out of anyone. Are you trying to tell me that there's no hatred in that sword you're holding? Or else, perhaps you're implying that all of your hatred just disappeared the moment that Momo showed up here fully healed.
Huh.
Bunkai. Daiguren Hyoin Maru! It's just
Let's
like you
see.
said before, Aizen. You see, in this sword of mine, there is hatred. I'll admit it. I didn't come here to fight. The reason that I came here is to cut you down where you stand.
Careful, it's what he wants. What the? Seriously? He just did it effortlessly. Well, any excuse to release his Zanpakuto makes it so he has total control of the situation.
Kyoraku.
You. It's over, Aizen.
So naive. To rush at an enemy at the first opportunity. That is your greatest weakness, Captain Hitsugaya.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, everything's backwards.
Ah! Direct hit. You lose your concentration, you get hit. Do not lose your focus. Life or death.
We got him.
They did it. They really did it. The captains pulled it off.
What the?
Huh? You sure you should be standing up, Momo?
Momo?
What is she doing? Illusion or mind control?
Oh, well. It looks like we finally reached the turning point. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Gi?
What's going on?
What? What the hell are you guys doing?
What the? What just happened? It's a trap. You've got to be kidding me. He switched bodies. Damn it. Surprise.
Since when?
Since when? An interesting question. The power of Kyoka Suigetsu is complete hypnosis. It has the ability to create a convincing illusion by controlling all 5 senses of its target at all times.
So it was...
How long has it been, huh? Just how long have you been using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Don't tell me.
Then let me ask you this. For how long now Have you been under the illusion that I wasn't using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Don't tell me. Did he do that from the very beginning? Damn it. Using a highly... Damn it. He's too smart. Using an ability like that, he's way too smart. This level of intelligence is way too smart. He used that ability from the very beginning, as if he knew that it would eventually happen. So he just activated this ability. He activated his Bankai. He activated it really early on, so that he could gain an advantage. He knew that his ability is basically broken. Like anybody that is not smart, that this level of hypnosis and illusion. When you have a high level hypnosis and illusion, you could basically... He was using the ability more than 100 years before Ichigo was born. Shit. He's been using that ability for... Damn it. He really... This is mind-blowing, taking into account of... This is thinking ahead way... He didn't just think ahead. He just thought... He didn't just think ahead. He did more than that. This is more than just thinking ahead. He played everything like a damn fiddle.
Shiro, but why?
Wait, Captain Hitsugaya!
Big mistake.
Vulnerabilities everywhere.
He never stopped using it.
I won't kill you. With the kind of power you have, I'd imagine that it would be difficult to even pass out from a wound like that. Now, just watch. You can observe the end of this battle as you lie helplessly.
He never
on the
stopped
ground.
using it. There's the head captain.
So the head captain finally arrives. But you're too late. You're the only captain left who's got any real ability.
Whew. Now we get to fight as the captain again. Honestly, for a captain with a low level of control in this game,
If you fall, the 13 court guard squads are essentially finished. You missed your opportunity. You shouldn't have even bothered to show up.
Just who do you think you are anyway? Ignorant upstart. Do you really believe that you could ever cut me?
of course. He can't.
In fact, I already have.
Ah, yes, of course. Of course. He can't dash.
Turn to ashes.
Alright.
How will you stop me?
Alright.
Don't you know why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 court guard squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged in 1,000 years. You said that I missed my opportunity. Quite the opposite. In fact, the time is now right.
Ooh.
The battles that you fought up until now.
Of course, he can't dash.
That have been leading up to this very moment.
So you set this maneuver up while at the same time your men were being slain.
Come on.
Very cunning of you.
Oh yeah, of course. His health is going down. Oops. My bad.
It seems to me that there's a fundamental point on which we disagree. Our definitions of strength are vast.
How can this be? Let's go.
Ah. Hey.
this world turn to ashes. Ryujin Chaka! I was pushed back. Even if they be my subordinates, those who cannot contribute are to be abandoned without remorse, and all things that help to achieve victory are to be used to serve the court guard. In the past, that was the philosophy that I taught to all those who serve in the guard. Now, it definitely does feel as though I have changed.
Damn.
Still, the will of the court guard, which I have upheld for the past millennia, shall never falter. Step away, Ichigo Kurosaki! You're not a member of the 13 court guard squads. They simply cannot allow you to die here.
Old man.
They're all fully prepared.
Once again, I basically beaten against the dialogue. We'll see. Will it work?
In order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 court guard squads follow.
What the? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This guy?
This is...
Seriously?
What? The flame of Ryujin Jaka died out.
Your Ryujin Jaka is the ultimate Zanpakuto. There's no doubt of that. If we fought toe-to-toe, then you'd most probably end up winning. But when all other powers are abandoned in order to strengthen a single power, even the ultimate can be opposed. He, Wonderwise, is the only modified Arrancars, and his resurrection is Extinguir. That's right. An Arrancars created for the sole purpose of containing your Ryujin Jaka.
Oh, so that's
to
why.
that one power, Wonderwise sacrificed his speech, his intellect, his memory, and even his reason.
Basically a puppet.
You can't do anything against that power, the ability for which he exchanged everything. Goodbye, Genryusai Yamamoto.
You are naive. So much so it makes me dizzy. Don't you have any idea of why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 court guard squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged for 1,000 years.
Whoa.
I don't believe that I held anything back at all. I must say, you're one tough kid. Well then, if I am not able to defeat you with Ikotsu, I should warn you that this may hurt a little bit. Is that all right?
Whoa.
That's right. Your voice has been silenced. You have lost your ability to speak.
Agreed.
I am glad. It is a good thing that you no longer look like a child. Now I can beat you to death without feeling any guilt. So, Kotsu!
Another trick up his sleeve.
Poor creature. With all that was taken from you, you were not robbed of your emotions. How very cruel indeed.
Cruel? Souls that have become hollows have no purpose. They are meant only to mindlessly consume other souls. What's so cruel about trying to provide them with more meaning, to give them a purpose? It's you who is the truly cruel one for shattering that soul to pieces.
Whoa.
I have no intention of getting into a silly argument with you. Speak while you have the chance. Soon enough, it will be over.
Silly arguments. Because you insist on taking my words lightly, you overlook the meaning that's behind them.
Again with the logic.
Remember what I said about Extinguir? It was created for the sole purpose of containing the flame of Ryujin Jaka. And when I say contain, I mean trapping it inside your sword, so that no new flames can be produced. But is that the only flame? there's another. That flame was emitted by your sword already. So, where was that flame contained then?
What?
So it's not just a sword? Oh, wait.
You're a smart man. If all that energy you emitted was
of course.
indiscriminately, you know what would happen.
Damn it. It's a trick. Man, that was a trick.
To have minimized the effects of that blast to just this, no wonder you're the head captain of the 13 court guard squads.
Ah.
If you hadn't held it back with your own body, your flame would have easily blasted away the fragile barrier you put up. This tiny town would have been reduced to nothing but ashes and dust. I thank you, Genryusai Yamamoto. Thanks to you, this world was saved from destruction.
Damn you.
Genryusai Yamamoto, I won't tell you that I will spare your life. You're the living embodiment of the Soul Society's history, and I will finish you with my own sword.
Uh-oh.
How many times must I tell you the same thing, upstart?
His arm is cracking. This is a forbidden technique that can only be activated by sacrificing one's own body.
Oh no.
You're naive. Hot dog number 96. Itakaso.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Uh-oh. Hollow Ichigo is here. Again, Hollow Ichigo is here. Fabricated reality, huh?
I underestimated his willingness to sacrifice his charred body to use as a weapon.
Whoa.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
It's time to settle this!
Finally, we get to play as Ichigo again after it's been so long.
How insulting. Did you truly think that the same attack would work against me more than once?
Come on. Bring it on.
I'm not through yet. Keep coming at me. It won't work.
Come on. Hope you didn't forget his moves. No, I didn't forget his moves. Ah. Ah. What a joke. Ah. Come on.
Defeated.
What's so
Not
funny?
exact.
I bet that
No
you're
way.
thinking that was the perfect opportunity. But that was my last vulnerable moment.
Come on. What just happened? Oh, great, a cutscene. Of course.
You missed your chance to kill me, Ichigo Kurosaki.
It was enough. I wounded you.
Wounded me? You call this a wound?
What the?
Instant regeneration.
It's not instant regeneration. Did you really believe that I would holofy?
What the?
This is it instinctively protecting its master.
What do you mean?
Protecting its master. What the?
That's
the Hogyoku.
Hogyoku, of course.
So I see. This is your spiritual pressure.
Did he embedded the Hogyoku in himself?
Magnificent. You've really grown, just as I envisioned.
what?
Your encounter with Rukia Kuchiki. Your Soul Reaper powers were awakened in your battle with Uryu Ishida.
Substitute Soul Reaper arc.
You realized the power of your Zanpakuto during your fight with Rinji Abarai. You found a foothold for your Bankai amid your
Soul
battle
Society
with
arc.
Zaraki. You took a step toward holofying in your battle with Byakuya Kuchiki. In your battle with Grimjow, you mastered holification.
Hueco
And in
Mundo.
your battle with Okiora, it seems that you were able to gain an even greater power. Ichigo Kurosaki, all of the battles that you fought took place in the palm of my hand.
Wait a second. You mean all of my battles took place in the palm of your hand? Hold on, what? But what does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me! Start talking!
Don't raise your voice to me. You shouldn't be so surprised by this.
Man.
I merely developed a certainty. I became convinced that you'd make the best research subject for me. So I took opportunities to assist you in your development.
Assist? What are you talking about?
Didn't you ever suspect something? Didn't you think it rather strange that you, who'd never seen a hollow before in your life, would end up being attacked by one so shortly after you met Rukia Kuchiki? That a Manos Grande would be drawn by Quincy bait, which is only used to lure low-level hollows. That Rukia Kuchiki, whose spiritual pressure hadn't been detected till then, should be so conveniently arrested by the Soul Society just coincidentally when you were beginning in earnest to get the hang of fighting as a Soul Reaper. Rinji Abarai, Kenpachi Zaraki, Byakuya Kuchiki. Every one of them fought you when your powers just so happened to have developed to the point where they were nearly equal to their own abilities.
Whoa. He really
Didn't you
planned
ever
ahead.
stop to think that it was strange?
Hold on.
Did you chalk it all up to fate? Did you think this attack was a coincidence as well?
Hold on.
Did you think your victories were the result of your own efforts? Don't disappoint me. You should be stronger than this, more perceptive than this. What's the matter? Don't you believe me?
Of course not.
But it's the truth.
It's a lie! You're telling me that you were behind all my battles! That you orchestrated absolutely everything! What kind of moron would believe that?
See? Ichigo.
I remember what you said.
See what he
before.
said.
You said that when you found Rukia, it was after she had gone missing in the world of the living. But now, you're telling me that you knew me from the moment that I met her? It doesn't add up at all!
Doesn't even make sense.
You make an interesting point. You just said yourself that it's a lie. In short, you don't believe me. Right now, you claim that my words are nothing but lies, but even so, didn't you believe that what I said to you back then was true? It's understandable. I sympathize with you. In this world, there are no absolute truths or lies. The only thing that exists is harsh reality. Nevertheless, everything that exists in this entire world lives by conveniently believing a few untruths that they convince themselves to be fact. That's essentially the only way they know how to live. But for the weak, who make up the majority of this world, there are some facts which are simply too painful to believe, so their existence is denied. Are you sure that what you believe to be facts are all true? Let me ask you this. Who assigned Rukia Kuchiki to the world of the living? And something else. Who equipped Rinji Abarai with the spiritual pressure detection ability?
It wouldn't happen to be you.
Yet another question. Who was it that included the information about your whereabouts in the reports given to the lieutenants?
It was definitely Aizen, wasn't it?
And do you truly believe that I was unable to detect the Hogyoku's location for 100 years after it was created?
Okay. One question. Let's go back to earlier. You said that you were sure that I was gonna be the very best subject for your research. Why is that? What made you so sure about it?
Yeah.
You were really watching me from the moment I met Rukia. And tell me, when exactly did you become convinced that I'd be the best?
That's right.
From the beginning.
Come on, just cut the crap!
Didn't you hear me? I said it was from the beginning. The fact is that I've known you from the very moment you were born.
Shit, you're right, Smolka. You're right.
What?
You were special even from the instant of your birth. Because you are human. And also...
What the?
That's enough talk, Aizen.
Ah. That's his dad. His dad swooped in to save the day. I always forget that his father, Ishin, is, you know, a bumbling fool. I almost forgot that I always forget that he isn't more than just a bumbling fool. He was a bona fide soul reaper.
Putting some distance between us, a wise decision. Must be in their blood.
What the?
Dad.
Stare all you want. This is for real. I'll explain later. I know you've probably got a lot of questions. I'll tell you every...
I don't.
Stop.
You had your reasons for not telling me. But still, I'm in a real bind here. I don't know how to ask you what I want to ask you, without sounding like I'm disrespecting you. So I guess... I'll just have to wait until you want to tell me.
You're talking as if you're a
Whoa.
grown man.
I picked it up.
A mature
Somebody
response.
said something like that to me once. I remember that it made me feel relieved.
They've cloaked their spiritual pressure. That's quite the force field.
But when you
they've put
consider
up.
the League had the students, all the other Soul Reapers accept him
been
bumble
watching for an
foolishly.
awfully
Even
long
Yoruichi just
time,
more
kid.
gracefully. True.
I wasn't only sitting there and
True.
watching. I just couldn't find an opportunity or reason to step in. That's all.
I see.
Whoa. Caught by surprise.
It's been quite a while. We haven't fought in a long time. Do you remember it? The last time that we fought?
Of course, it was way back in the Soul
You
Society.
came charging at me at full steam after I cut Chidambo's arm off. I remember thinking, what an interesting boy.
Oh boy.
I don't remember.
You liar. Is that supposed to be an insult?
No. It's not that I can't remember your sword. I just can't remember your heart. I usually understand the minds of the guys that I'm fighting against.
That's right.
I've just been able to sense why that person is fighting. Or like whether they look down on me or not. The stronger that the opponent I'm up against is, the stronger I feel it.
Of course.
Oh, you're a poet.
Shut up. I didn't get that from you. You may have been fighting, but even if that's true, you weren't looking at me. To be honest with you, I don't know what it was you were looking at.
Whoa. I think even the manga artist hated the guy's eyes. Yes.
But, as it turns out, you're just creepy.
Yeah. You're one to talk.
Okay. Back again with more Ichigo controls. Alright, let's get going.
My sword, Shinzo, do you know how far it can extend? 100 sword lengths. That's why they called me Hyapon Zashi, the 100 swords when I was a kid.
Ah.
But then, do you know how far it extends with Bankai? Fine. Then I'll explain it in a way that you'll be able to understand. 8 miles.
Whoa.
You
8
ready?
mile.
You sure? I won't hold back this time. Find it playing a bit longer.
His evolution.
Bankai. Kamishini no Yari. Sure, let's see it then. Show me what you've got. Can you dodge this? Now you'll see.
Oh man. Come on. Remote play. Work with me.
Let's go. Why are you so surprised? One person's Bankai ought to be able to stop another person's
Come on, come on.
You see, there's no denying it. You really are a creepy kid.
Seriously? Come on. Ah. Whoa.
Watch closely.
What do you say? Shall we end this?
Come on. Ah. Ha. Ha. Come on.
Got another one of my
Come on.
Kept you waiting.
All right.
This is holification. This is my holification.
All right.
Here I come. So slow. Let's go.
Whoa.
It's going to get even faster.
Whoa. Ah. All right. Here it comes.
I must retreat.
Whew. Did it. Now let's see how the story folds out. Oh yes, Rangiku is hit as well.
Just as I thought. The scariest thing about your Bankai isn't its length or its destructive force. It's the speed of its lengthening and shortening.
That's right.
I thought about it. There's no point in telling me how long it extends. It was to your advantage not to tell me. But you said what you said on purpose. You wanted to distract me from how fast it stretches and shrinks.
Scary, scary. He's gonna get even stronger, but he's still got a long way to go. Well, now that you've figured it out, I'll tell you just how fast Kamishimi no Yari extends. You hear that? It's 500 times faster than that. Kamishimi no Yari isn't the longest Zanpakuto, but it's definitely the fastest.
Ha.
But of course, knowing that won't do you any good.
What's wrong? You're really slowing down a lot. Reached your limit already?
Yes. So it seems. I've reached my limit. As a Soul Reaper, that is. My soul is being replaced.
Uh-oh.
It seems the Hogyoku is finally beginning to understand who I am. I'm saying the Hogyoku has a mind of its own.
Sounds like you're talking nonsense to me.
I don't fault you for not feeling it. I only realized the truth about the Hogyoku after I had become its master.
Ah.
What do you think the Hogyoku's power is exactly? Do you think it controls the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers? Two conflicting opposites? Wrong. The Hogyoku's true power is the ability to read the hearts of those around it and to realize their deepest desires.
Whoa.
What?
Don't you see? Everything that's appeared around Ichigo Kurosaki, Rukia Kuchiki, Kisuke Urahara, nearly everything that you've experienced so far, every last part of it was brought into being by the Hogyoku.
Whoa.
Kisuke Urahara didn't understand. He mistook the nature of its power. He thought that it controlled the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, because that was his deepest wish as the Hogyoku's creator. Rukia Kuchiki's spiritual powers were all transferred to Ichigo Kurosaki, causing her to lose her Soul Reaper powers. The reason for that was because she was torturing herself for having killed Kaien Shiba.
Ah.
Yasutora Sado, Orihime Inoue, their special powers were awakened because in the deepest recesses of their hearts, they cursed their own powerlessness and longed to overcome it. I knew that the Hogyoku's true power wasn't actually to control the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, as Kisuke Urahara claimed it was. Because if that were truly the case, then Shinji Hirako and the others would never have ended up becoming completely visored.
Ah.
The hollowifying of Shinji Hirako and the others was an experiment in hollowification, as well as a verification of the Hogyoku's powers. The experiment was an unqualified success. With the activation of the Hogyoku's powers by Kisuke Urahara, Shinji Hirako and the others evolved into complete visored. And then, armed with my suspicions about the Hogyoku's powers, I took a step and sent Rukia Kuchiki to Ichigo Kurosaki. Of course, even the Hogyoku's power has its limits.
Whoa.
It manifests whatever is in the hearts of the beings around it, but it's not quite that simple. It only materializes something if it is within the abilities of the subject at hand. In that sense, it is a power to lead the subject in the direction it wishes to go. But living beings are strange creatures.
Whoa.
They are designed to strive so that they may realize whatever their undersized hearts desire.
You...
Way to stop it. That was pretty good, even if it was pure luck.
Jeez.
Ichigo!
Shut up! I'm really close to finishing him off. Stay out of this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Captain Aizen. Did I interrupt your conversation?
Oh boy.
No.
Yes.
We're done here. This conversation is over.
Dad? What the heck is that? What's happening?
How should I know?
Uh-oh.
How appropriate that the name it was given should be Hogyoku. The power it has shatters the horizon, blasting it into its constituent parts, separating the divine and the earthly.
What the?
You've come. Kisuke Urahara.
Whoa. Looks like Kisuke's back again. One last stand before activation. It truly is a one last stand before activation. 71%. Holy shit. Of course, Urahara is the Hogyoku's creator.
It's been a long time, Aizen. I must say, that's an awfully strange look for you.
The process of evolution is usually a rather ugly operation.
I didn't actually say that it was ugly, though. So, you fused with the Hogyoku.
Very impressive. Wasn't he supposed to be shielded for a
I would
month?
prefer you said I subdued.
When all of this is over, of course. Not immediately. This was only for when all of this is over. He was supposed to be shielded for a month.
What about this?
Of course.
Maybe I should stop playing around. Other choice. Always be prepared, see? And I'll get serious, just a bit. In control. Oh, that's right. At the time.
At the time, that's clearly sour grapes on your part. No, but then, that's of no consequence either way. The reason for that's because you've already lost your chance to control the Hogyoku forever.
Aren't you gonna dodge?
Ah.
Can you block it? Can you see that? Careful now. Can you see that? Can you see that? Aren't you gonna dodge? Pierce. Feeling prepared?
Ah.
Can you see that?
Whew.
Hado number 91. Senjuko Tentaiho. My apologies.
I am being defeated.
Not yet.
We're just getting started.
Huh.
Feeling prepared? Careful now.
Futile.
Can you block it?
Ah.
Can you see that?
Ah. All right. Let's see if this works. Missed.
Aren't you gonna dodge? Feeling prepared?
Ah.
Careful now. Pierce. Aren't you gonna dodge?
Nope. Woo. All right.
Hado number 91. Senjuko Tentaiho. My apologies.
This is tricky. With strength such as mine.
Woo. Hee hee. Not bad.
Amazing.
Aizen. It seems that you really let your guard down. You're barely doing anything to protect yourself after taking in the Hogyoku.
You're quite right.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
I let down my guard because it is no longer necessary for me to be cautious. I feel it. After having subdued the Hogyoku, my body is beginning to progress past all of its old powers, surpassing them, advancing them. And they were already unequaled in the Soul Society. Not even Aikido in the 90s is worth bothering to elude for me now.
You're mistaken. I didn't say you'd let your guard down because you weren't eluding my Kido. In the past, you wouldn't have touched me twice without having conceived of some kind of plan in advance.
What's this?
What the?
Seals. I plugged up all of the spiritual pressure vents that all Soul Reapers have on their wrists. You're going to end up being burned from within by your own spiritual pressure.
Whoa.
Mr. Urahara!
Not yet.
No.
I wish
not
it
yet.
were that easy. Believe me, I do. But then he'd be just another monster. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Whoa, what just happened?
What the hell is that?
Whoa. Looks like Aizen is undergoing metamorphosis. Another cutscene. Evolution. Oh my god. That's not good. Whoa.
You tricked me into attacking, using Aikido in the 90s as bait in order to burn me from within by means of a technique you developed. Had it not been I... No. Had it not been I with a subdued Hogyoku, this fight would have been over. But sadly, the Hogyoku, through your very own creation, is beyond your comprehension. Even this technique, which you probably developed in preparation for this battle, won't be able to harm me.
Whoa. A surprise appearance from Yoriichi.
Yoriichi?
How'd you like that? That should...
Yoriichi! Get away from there!
Oh no. Whoa. What the?
I see. The fact that your leg wasn't harmed by my attack means that it's something that's notably out of the ordinary.
Oh man, that was special iron anti-hierro armor too. I didn't expect it to be broken so easily.
Don't make me laugh. Was that your secret weapon? Don't think you can...
Uh-oh.
How'd that work?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I haven't been able to read his spiritual pressure since he transformed. It's obvious that he's terrifyingly powerful, but even as I attack him, it's almost as if he's not even there. It's creepy. The only one who can perceive Aizen's power right now is someone who's in the same state as he is.
Ah, he's still around.
That was a fine strike. I understood that attack perfectly.
Yep, it's a crack.
What's happening?
I told you, metamorphosis.
Now, I think it's time you people understood my power too.
What the? Not good. Maybe they should get the Joker from DC Comics. Laughter might be an interesting weapon against this form. Why not just have him have the laughing gas? Another cutscene.
You okay? I'm right here behind you.
Uh-oh. Seriously?
Gotcha. Just kidding. Tell you what, let's take a little break. What the?
What?
It's okay. Let's just watch. It's inevitable. I've been with Aizen for quite a long time now, but I've never seen that before. Then again, he absorbed the Hogyoku before I knew it, so I shouldn't be surprised. You get what I'm saying? There's really nothing that anybody can do. You and them are gonna die, and that'll be that. It'll be all over then.
Oh, man.
No way. I won't let that happen.
I think Aizen is calculating enough that a chaotic city
I
this
had
might
a
be.
feeling you'd
Whoa.
say that.
Besides, with Aizen the way that he is, pretty much anything could happen to you too.
Oh my. Well, I didn't think that you were going to say that. That makes it sound like you've already made the assumption that you're gonna die. Like it's a given. Really? Have you given up already? Just like that? You're just going to up and quit?
That's...
Do you really think that's the case? He would not quit.
Look at you. Tell me, were you always
Everyone
this
who
weak?
went with Aizen is orderly through
Oh,
though
well,
evil. Think about
whatever.
it. True.
Listen, you should just run away. It's all over for you. You're not a warrior anymore. You're not a soul reaper, not a hollow, not a human. You're nothing. You really think you have any chance of beating somebody who those three weren't able to beat? In that incomplete state of yours? Look, with all due respect, get out of here. You don't want to die yet, do you? I'm simply not interested in you anymore. I'm sure that even Captain Aizen would be really disappointed in you right now. You're scared, right? I mean of Captain Aizen. You sensed it, didn't you? Captain Aizen's overwhelming power. That was the final warning I'm going to give you. If you're not going to start running, then I'll just have to kill you right here and now.
What's it gonna be? What is it going to be? Oh no, this isn't good. The residents of the Karakura will be killed. It's another one of his... This ain't good. This ain't good.
Dad. Urahara. Yoruichi.
Gin, what were you trying to do to him just now?
Nothing. I was just teasing him a bit.
I see. Open the Senkaimon. We're going to invade Karakura Town in the Soul Society. It's not necessary to destroy Tenkaiketsu. It would be more convenient to create the Oken, the royal key in the Soul Society, to take down the royal palace.
Ah.
Yes.
Wait!
What the?
Captain Aizen.
What is he doing? Ah, of course.
Yes. It seems that the chrysalis stage is now over.
I told you, metamorphosis. It's metamorphosis.
What a relief.
I told you it's metamorphosis.
Now, at last, I'll be able to witness the end of the the Soul Society with my very own eyes. I'm going to leave you here. I can devour you later on, after all of this has reached its conclusion.
Oh no. This isn't good.
What the... What's going...
Ichigo, come on! Don't just stand there! Open the Senkaimon!
Dad!
Let's go. We're gonna protect Karakura Town.
That's impossible. No, there's just no way.
A little
How
pep
do you
talk.
know for sure that it's impossible?
Because I know, and so do you, Dad. There's no way we can beat a monster with that kind of spiritual pressure.
I see. So, you're able to sense his spiritual pressure then?
What?
Let's go. Aren't you coming? What else are you gonna do? Huh? Cry? You gonna sit there and cry again about how you can't save anyone? Think hard about why Aizen headed to the Karakura town in the Soul Society. If you don't, people you want to protect and everybody else, everyone in Karakura town will die at the hands of Aizen.
That's right.
Dad, open the Senkaimon.
I was going to anyway.
All right. I miss when his little sisters were actively doing things. Yeah.
That's insane. You're still not well. You've only been healed enough to barely stay alive. Your treatment isn't finished yet. Rangiku!
Told you, there's still a lot of missed potential in this game.
The Dongai. My, how terribly nostalgic. Must be the cleaner.
The cleaner?
That's not good. I think that we should get going, Captain Aizen. Captain Aizen, listen. We should really get going. That thing isn't a creature of spiritual pressure. It's actually a creature of reason.
Aha.
It's not something spiritual pressure can handle.
What's there to fear, Keen? Certainly not reason. Reason is but a shield for those who cower behind it. Well, all right. Shall we then?
He took care of the cleaner. Jeez. Let's see. The edge of reason. Whoa. Whoa. We're almost there. We are almost there. This is basically... We're almost there. We're almost completing the story. I can hardly wait. But sadly, we're going to have to save that for the next time I stream. This is going to be one epic showdown. A final showdown even. This is going to be great. Whew! Let's go back. New shop items, huh? Anyways, we'll call it a day for today's stream here. Anyways, so we'll call it a day for today's stream here. We actually did a good job so far. We're almost there. We're almost done defeating Aizen. It's just only a matter of time. It'll basically be a final showdown between them. Soon it'll be over. But we'll save that for next time, because we already made it this far, and I'm already tired now. So, as I said, we'll save it for later. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more streams. We'll take care of this next time. Until then, your Prince bids you all adieu. See you then.